Welcome to Mixtape Videos. This is the first video in a new series where we'll look at the most underrated and overrated players in NBA history. There are many players who are popular among fans or sportscasters and held in high esteem, although their statistics and achievements don't back up their reputation. On the other hand, there are players that get overlooked that should get more attention due to what they accomplished. We'll consider one player from each category in each video from this series. Let's get started. Underrated, Jerry West. It's widely accepted that Kobe Bryant is the second greatest shooting guard of all time, but most people would be surprised to hear that Jerry West posted better numbers than Kobe Bryant in every major statistical category, both in the regular season and the playoffs. The common argument when you start talking about old school players is that the competition was lower and those with an athletic advantage looked even better. Well, that's not necessarily the case with West. At 6'2" and 175 pounds, West didn't have much of an advantage physically. He was just good.
If it's going down in the last few minutes, who's going to have the ball? Jerry West is going to have the ball because 99 out of 100, he's going to make the shot.
8 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 points. It's over!
He was the guy I did not want to play.
His 29.13 points per game average in the playoffs is number 3 all time. Kobe is 10th on that list. He's 6th all time in scoring average for the regular season at 27.03. Keep in mind that all of that was done without the three-point line, and West was a great long-range shooter. Watching film of Jerry West is like watching Russell Westbrook or Kobe Bryant. His signature move was to dribble, stop on a dime, pull up, and swish.
Before Jerry West shot the basketball, he would always boom, boom, boom. Dribble the basketball really hard, twice. Boom, boom, boom.
Bang, bang, shoot. Bang, bang.
He was also known to be a stout defender. Blocks and steals weren't counted for most of his career, but once they were, he averaged 2.6 steals and 0.7 blocks.
But people who knew the game and who had to play against him respected how good he was defensively.
There would be situations where you'd come down 3-on-1 with Jerry West, the only defender, and you were afraid to do anything with the ball because you knew you'd have it going the other way with it.
Bob Cousy, number 14, if he can. West is between them on defense. Watch West. He taps it away. Tries to beat the clock. Beats Cousy. Beats the clock. The Lakers win.
Let's rattle off some more achievements. 9 finals appearances. Averaged an NBA record 46.3 points in a playoff series against Baltimore. He's the only player to win finals MVP on the losing team. West was part of the record 33-game win streak. He's the logo, for crying out loud. And don't let his one championship fool you. Jerry West could have won at least a few more championships if it weren't for several untimely injuries. Well, that and a guy named Bill Russell, who won 11 championships while going against West.
West all alone. Look at Russell come down. And what a play by Russell!
He's one of only 4 players to have scored 50 or more points on more than one occasion in the playoffs. Kobe is not on that list. Kobe's rings are probably what put him above West in the rankings, but don't sleep on the logo. Overrated, Oscar Robertson. Yes, he averaged a triple-double for one season and just barely missed it for a few other seasons. But outside of that, Oscar didn't accomplish a lot. His decline started at 27 and it was rapid, dropping an assist and rebound every year from that point on. He was also very inconsistent in the playoffs. His shooting percentages, rebounds, and assist numbers were all over the place from year to year. This led to not a lot of success in the playoffs, being eliminated in the first or second round each year. That is, if he made the playoffs at all.
The fact that the Royals never got past the Celtics, never won the NBA championship, a lot of that is going to fall on Oscar because he was the leader.
Oscar had the ball a lot. I think maybe that was one of the biggest criticisms.
Despite putting up incredible numbers, he won regular season MVP just once, which should tell you something about his reputation in the league. He was known to pad his stats, and he probably benefited from the great player on a bad team syndrome. You know, where a pretty good player puts up monster numbers on a lottery team, but it's just average on a great team. For example, the year he nearly averaged a triple-double, his team had a losing record.
Who else was going to control it? Here you got a guard who's all pro. I knew the game better than anybody. Who would have the ball?
By age 31, the Royals had had enough, and Robertson was traded to the Bucks for Flynn Robinson and Charlie Polk. I know, right? He did win a championship, though, with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. The Big O is one of the greatest players of all time, and it's been said that he didn't have the supporting cast needed to win in the playoffs. Robertson was the first player to average more than 10 assists per game, doing so at a time when the criteria for assists was more stringent than today. He's the only guard in NBA history to ever average more than 10 rebounds per game, doing so 3 times. Still, does that make up for his quick decline, bad reputation, and inconsistent playoff performances? We don't think so. So those are the 2 players for this video. Subscribe to see who we pick next as the most underrated or overrated players. Have someone in mind? Leave a comment letting us know who you think is underrated or overrated.